Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Without a top. Once I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop. Bitch, I'm on, I ain't never gonna stop. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Yo, what's goody? We here tonight. We got a special guest. Thoughts of a Man podcast. Your host Chris with my man Don. We got our guest Shaka. What's goody? What's goody?
Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Thanks for having me back again.
Yeah, what's good, man? How you been, Don?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Tired. Working like a runaway slave. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah, well, you about to get a whole gang of rest, my dude. You about to be resting for a minute.
Not by choice, though. Not by choice. That's the crazy part.
Yo, just
I'm
make
used to
sure you
putting in
tip
that
that
work.
nurse. Just make sure you tip that nurse nice that I'm sending you over for the next 3 weeks.
Definitely. What's good, everybody, man? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Thoughts of a Man. Make sure y'all tap in. Hit that like, subscribe, share. Make sure you call in. The number's 929-282-0266. Definitely support that show. Hit the Cash App. $, the Evening Rush. So we here, man. What's
Yeah,
good, man? How you
yeah,
feeling
we
this
here,
week?
man. Yo, condolences to the families that lost their loved ones in that senseless school shooting where some dumbass dad thought it was okay to buy their son an AK-47 and at 14 years old. What are we doing, people, man? It's like, come on. That's some bullshit, man. That's all,
Well,
man.
it's
What's up
it's
with you,
more
Shaka?
it's actually more than that. But go ahead, shot.
Yeah, it probably is. Probably is.
Oh man, I didn't even know the shit. Y'all have to please enlighten me.
So what
I
happened
definitely was
was,
hoping on starting on a lighter topic, but now it was like, ugh. You know what I mean?
well, we're gonna get there, of course.
Yeah.
If y'all ain't know what's going on, Georgia last week was a school shooting. The first, I think it was their second week of school or something like that. Um, this kid came to school, shot, killed 3 people. One of the kids he killed was autistic, who he said was bullying him, which that part threw me off totally. But this is the world we live in.
I
The crazy
mean,
part for me is the law. They trying to blame the law that now you can purchase guns without um, getting permits and stuff. In all actuality, I don't blame that. Because the rule actually a thumb is down there. Yes, you can purchase a gun
at
with
Walmart.
your license, but here's the catch: you got to be 21 and older. So his father is the one who had to purchase the gun. They
Mm-hmm.
actually make you sign that if you have children in the house that they have to be locked up
Mm-hmm.
so that they are not accessible by the children. So that's the reason why the father got locked up. And I think that I commend that situation right there.
He should
Um,
definitely be charged as
I
an
But
believe
accessory to triple
I
homicide,
believe he
multiple
should.
homicide.
Yeah, but I believe he should be locked up for not even years. Because Georgia has the death penalty.
Mm.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like he should get that.
He
Um,
actually bought the gun for the kid, or he bought the
yes,
gun.
yes, no, he
no,
bought
he
the
bought
front,
his.
and here's the kicker: they approached him saying before this even happened, I forgot how many months ago, that his kid was making threats,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this was
So he
nothing,
already knew.
so I'll be honest with you. In my opinion, somebody should be fired or somebody else should be arrested for dropping the ball because when it's a person of color and you're on the radar for making threats, they stalk you. They
Yeah.
follow you. You don't just get how they didn't know he bought his kid a gun and he should have been on the radar the moment he made that purchase.
No, but that's not the first time his son got caught with the gun. That's the crazy part. That's the kicker.
No, that's what
They
I'm saying.
didn't.
He should be on the radar.
So
Like, Yeah.
All right, let me get all the intangibles. This was a white kid. This is another case of white people.
Yeah, this is
Know
definitely white
it.
people problems. It
This is white people.
ain't white
I
people, white
mean,
people. They the only
so
ones that
This
shoot
the
up schools, bro.
this
so
the
so
Caucasian Olympics.
right. So the other guy, Kyle Rittenhauer, what didn't he walk through like 2 towns with his machine gun out during the riots and
Yep.
nobody said shit?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
everything failed because if I walk out with a knife that's with a butterfly knife that covers this much of my finger, it's going to be a congressional hearing.
Fam,
So
I walk down the
Facts.
street with a bulge in my pants. I'm being harassed. Like, come on, dude. Like,
yeah, yeah,
Pause.
man, you fit
yeah,
big
pause.
pause,
Yeah.
big
Big
pause,
pause.
big pause. But you fit what
Yo,
Dave Chappelle said. You fit the description of a black man between 5'7" and 6'8".
There you go.
yo,
Yeah,
how many people died for whipping out a cell phone? Like, come on.
a piece of paper or a wallet or some shit like that.
Oh nah. How
But
about
you
going
got
through the
Yeah,
wrong door? Don't forget you go through the wrong door, you just start shooting up the house. So
yeah,
let's not forget
but
that.
yo, but I'm saying he didn't buy him a Glock. He didn't buy him a 9mm. Nah, I'm gonna get my son an AR-15 at 14. Who the? Why, man? Why? Yo,
Because
he
he
should get the
said his
death
son was
penalty
being bullied.
for 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 just nah. Yo, send him to karate. Learn how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Learn defense. You know what
you
I'm
know,
saying? Like,
I'm
hang out
not.
with some comedians. Learn how to crack jokes or something. But yo, to
Yeah,
get a AR-15 at 14,
that's insane. But you know that
Yeah.
yo,
down south, that's
whew.
common. That's common practice. These kids, the white kids down south, they know how to shoot from the moment they start walking. You been ever seeing these clips on YouTube that be having white people in the jungle
Mm-hmm.
shooting at cans? They be like 6, 7 years old. So like it's an early way of life for them out there. I mean, gotta practice for
Yeah,
the niggers.
The niggas.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because
Just for
they ain't
educational
hunting no
purposes only.
animals.
They ain't hunting
Yeah,
no animals. Mm-hmm.
yeah. But anyway, man, that news hurts my heart, man. Condolences to the
Definitely.
families. It's just unfortunate that another year, another school shooting. You know, I asked a question nobody answered. Like, when was the last school year outside of COVID? Because nobody was in school, where we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a school shooting. Right? You probably gotta go back to the '60s.
Yeah.
That there wasn't a school shooting.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
know,
think of
school
one.
shootings
Not
every.
in my time.
eh, eh, Yeah, it seems like every year, and then we just continue to sell guns. We continue to say, fam, in this day and age,
Selling
do
guns to
do
me
you
is
really?
not the problem though, bro.
No, no,
People,
no, no.
It's
Okay, okay, my bad. Assault rifles do not need to be owned by anybody. You can own a gun, but we do not need an assault rifle that could shoot through walls. Why?
I
That's what I'm
because
saying. Like,
respect
yeah,
that.
because those laws aren't made for us.
nope,
But back in the
not
day,
like us.
we all had the right to bear arms. But as soon as those Black Panthers walked into that building, now the laws change. So as soon as a nigger shoots up a school, there's gonna be a ban on everything.
Yeah,
Let a
I
black
think
person,
that's what they're waiting for.
let a black person go wet up a bowling alley or some shit
Hey,
like that.
hey,
Is
that
gonna be
happened though. You know that happened though, right?
it. You're right.
I
You
forgot
know what?
where
You are right.
it happened.
I
It happened,
guarantee
and
he probably wasn't whole. He probably wasn't fully white. He was probably like half
no,
white. He
no,
was probably
he was
he was
really
probably
being
half
bullied.
white.
He was really being bullied, and he
And
went. He didn't have no AR-15 though.
he
He
was
had a regular gun.
he was a full black dude. He wasn't
Yeah,
half
he
white,
had
like
an
half
AR.
Italian,
Yeah, nah, he didn't have an AR-15. He had a regular gun though.
but it was a
Regular
full
gun.
black dude. Like his last name wasn't
Was it self
Leibowitz or
defense
something.
though?
Nah, and it really was self-defense too. Like he was. It wasn't.
Wait a minute. So he
It
dumped on the
wasn't
whole
at
school.
not the whole school. He was targeting some kids. So this one was not as bad as the others.
Oh, okay. Well, see, so there's some context. Like
Yeah, I got to
if a
do
black
research and
dude,
get back to you, but I'm sure I don't even think anybody died.
if a black dude just
That's a
walked
good
in and
thing.
arbitrarily started lighting shit up, I guarantee the laws will change. Right now,
he would have seen it
because we don't.
He would have seen the death penalty.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, we don't buy guns. All of the money that the NRA and Smith and Wesson and all these people make, they come from white people. We don't buy our guns. We buy our guns off the street.
Yo, when I went to school, you were either getting stabbed or you were getting snuffed. Nobody was shooting each other in school. Now, outside of school, if some people were selling that stuff, that's a different situation. But for the most part, you either getting jumped or somebody jumped. If you were straight fighting. You remember that little girl that was stomping some girl out at McDonald's? That's what I grew up with. You were getting stomped out or stomping somebody, but you were not shooting a gun. And the knives may come out. But even that was a little before my time. For the most part, we threw hands, we slap boxed, we settled shit with our knuckles.
Yeah.
At most, you got jumped. You didn't get shot.
Yeah.
And that's how it was supposed to be.
Yeah. Now it's just straight. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and just shoot up the whole school. Like, what the teachers got to do with it? Killing teachers. I'm just like, wow.
Niggas don't do that. Niggas don't do that though. That's white people.
Let's turn this up to
the white people are charged with. Yeah, you're right, fellas. Fellas. Before,
if a girl call you at 12 a.m., no, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Nah, fellas. I'm probably gonna catch so much slack for this, but I was telling Don before I signed on, I think I just heard the greatest album of all time. Right. I'm not even sure if this is a real artist, but I was on YouTube, right? And this sums up my life when it comes to dealing with women. And I'm pretty sure we all have agreed to this. I sent Don the lead single of this guy's album. This guy's album is called Hard. I think the guy, I'm not even sure if it's a real person, but the guy, it's called.
It's a rap album?
It's like music from the 60s, right? And it's like the page is called Hard Archives, and this album is like they talking some real pimp shit. And I know we can all relate. The lead single, the title of this lead single, "Girl, You Drive Like Shit."
It's definitely a proof of fact.
I'm going on listening to this album, and I'm like, this is the greatest shit that I've ever heard, because this stuff is like talking to my soul, because when you break this shit down to its bare bones and you go back to how society was back in the day, where you can just get your point across without being canceled, and your woman is arguing with you. See, the first song is called "You Drive Like Shit." The second song on the album is called "Bitch, Do the Dishes."
Yeah.
The third song, you can't make it up. The third song is called "My Pimp Hand Is Strong." Second, third, fourth song is "I'm Gonna Whoop Your Ass When I Get Home."
Wow.
This is the
That's definitely the 60s.
I'm still listening to the album, but this is the greatest shit I've ever heard in my life.
He said it's better than the Chronic.
Bro, better than the Purple Tape.
Yo, first of all, we were just talking about that. I said the Purple Tape is the best from the Wu-Tang, but we gonna go on that another time. But
just because you said that, when I get back, we definitely talking about that. That's definitely a conversation piece, right?
I would love to be there for that conversation.
Is the best Wu-Tang out of all the albums, not Wu-Tang together, but just out of all the singles. That Purple Tape is I like it better than Meth's album.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I wouldn't argue with you about it, but I can definitely make an argument for Supreme Clientele. Okay. I can make an argument for Supreme Clientele, but if you said Purple Tape,
I'm saying Meth. You saying Ray?
Which Meth album?
We gotta. First
He's saying the first one.
No way.
Wow.
Exactly.
No way.
Exactly.
It's a classic. Oh no,
it's not
it's a classic.
It's not better than the purple tape though.
The purple tape is a masterpiece.
We're gonna save this.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
We're gonna save
man.
this for when I come back. We will definitely save this for when I come back because we definitely need to talk about this one.
Right.
To me.
Make sure you invite me because I want to be there for that.
Yeah. You tripping on that one?
I want to be here for that.
Yeah.
Let's get to this first video, bro, of the day. This is all getting into what we're talking about today, which is men's mental health. It's just a different version of men's mental health. Yo, let's get to the first one.
You know how many married women are single mothers?
I don't. But whoa.
Get into it. Get into it. Get
married women are single. How does
I'll give you this explanation.
Okay.
I'm not, because me and my husband actually work together on raising our kids. But there is plenty of households where a woman is solely responsible for raising kids, and a man don't give a fuck.
And you define those women as single mothers.
A married woman that's a single mom, yeah.
It's
legally no. Yeah. But in reality, if you're a man, and I mean, your household run how your household run. But if you can't help your wife or your girl out with the kids, and you know she need a break, or I saw a video of a girl breastfeeding, and she was dozing off breastfeeding. The boyfriend was recording her. Look at you being reckless. Da, 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 da. Why wouldn't you just grab your baby? Yep. Baby, go lay down for a second. You tired?
Now I get you.
Because she's a single mom.
But you know what? Personally,
next caller.
I potty train my.
Yo, my blood pressure. People, I'm arguing with somebody on that post. Education is not expensive. Yeah, I'm sitting there like you can't. Yo, the color red is the color red. It's not blue. It's not purple because you don't like red or something. Listen, if you're married, you're not single. Period. I don't give a fuck if he's not working. I don't give a fuck if he's brain dead. If you are married, you are married. Until you're divorced or separated, then you're a single mom. Just because somebody is not doing what you want them to do doesn't fucking mean you're single, right? You go out with another dude and try to act like, oh, well, my husband ain't around, and then you get a cap in his ass because you're not single. You are married. Act like you're married. Period. Man.
Listen. I get it.
God
you're tired.
Damn it.
You know, you're overworked. You're tired. But I don't go around saying I'm a single man, a married single man, because you don't pay all the bills. You don't handle certain responsibilities in the house. So because that you have the kids all day, I get it. It's tiring. I've had the kids all day. Everybody knows I got 2 sets of twins. Have the kids all day. So I get it. It's tiring. But that doesn't make you single. Not by far. All it does is say that, listen, you need help? Talk. Communicate. That is one of the biggest problems, is because women are not communicating.
They expect us to be mind readers, and then they get mad when we can't figure out what the hell is going on inside that wonderful wizard of a brain. That this is what's the neurons that's firing in a woman's brain. Every 5,000 words, they got to change their voice box with oil like that, and it's just a smorgasbord of thoughts that you just can't. Ugh.
Yo, and every relationship you gotta put in, like, it's work. Like, it just really is. You gotta, sometimes you get disconnected, you gotta reconnect. But you can't throw out things like especially if you're married, that you're a single mom. Like, listen, if you don't want to have a marriage, don't get married. If you don't want to be a mother, don't be. It's a lot. And I must say, a lot women, they do a lot of work with the kids, because I love my mama. My mama was like, yes, you want a dad, but moms are the most important beings in the world, and it's gonna be a lot of work for you. So don't have kids if you think that your husband can really alleviate anything, because 9 times out of 10, when these kids are on the tit, they stay on the tit, and our tits don't produce milk. So our relationship is fucking different. right? So if you need a break or whatever have you, but you know what happens when you take that break? When you really love your kids, my wife went to a retreat. She called me 20 million times. Are the kids okay? Is everything good? Is this? So miss me with the fucking bullshit and stop with this because you don't like the way things are. You got to throw our relationship in the garbage and say you single?
Or pick a better nigga. Man, excuse me. Pick a better guy. I don't know many females that are actually in. I know a lot of women with children born out of wedlock. But the one or two relationships that I do have, they do claim that they do everything by themselves. And I say, at one point, did you ever consider swallowing? Like, I mean, you had one baby. It didn't go haywire. It went haywire. So your remedy to that was to have another one. You didn't just at no point did you decide to
purposes. Just
take it in the ass, on the butt,
yeah,
swallow, use a condom, find a new man. Like it's all more things to make themselves a victim and not have to take accountability for the fact that they just keep making poor decisions. Yeah, he treats me like shit. Right? Let me give him another child. Yeah, well, that'll fix it.
Here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know, right? Sometimes when you're dating and you're in a relationship and it's just you and your girl, you can't predict how motherhood is going to be. You don't know what kind of child you're going to have. There's so many variables that you just don't know. So it's not as simple as picking better. Sometimes when shit comes down to it, a nigga just, what? This water's too deep for me. I'm out. I've seen that happen. I'm not saying I'm not that dude, but I've seen it on both sides actually. Because also you have women that get postpartum depression, which we're talking depression. There's a lot of things that back in the day we just, that chick is crazy. Oh, he's bugging. And then we're not seeing that at a certain point. There's illnesses that are contributing to the fact that he's not being helpful or she's not being helpful. Is not just as simple as pick better, do better. Like I said, for better or worse, you don't know what it's going to be like until you have that child, until you go through that experience, and then you're dealing with a person that how could she not love her kid? There's people that have a chemical imbalance. Once they have a kid, they don't love their kids. They don't want to be mothers. Right?
No,
but back in the day, we were shunning them. But now it's medically proven that something happened where they have what's it called, a postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Right. So we have to be careful. It's all fun, we could talk shit, but in real life, it isn't as simple as, he don't want. What if he lost his job and he's in a depression and then he got 2 kids and then he's just, there's so many different factors that happen. Or what if you having kids and then you lose your mother or you lose a family member and you're depressed, right? Or she lost her dad and she's depressed. Like there's a lot of things that happen. Huh?
We don't get that because the one thing a woman would say is, you can be depressed no matter what. I still got to be a mom. Like, the game don't stop for me. Why should it change for you? We don't get that. We don't get that leeway that they get.
Yeah, but loss is loss. And all I'm saying is, and this is on both sides, it's not about a man versus a woman. This depression thing isn't about man versus women. Even though us men, we don't, there's over 6 million men suffering from depression, but maybe only 3 million actually go and see a counselor, because we don't go to the doctor, right? We don't get checked out. We don't check in. I will call Shaka in front like everything's okay, hang up, and just be in a stupor, right? Want to sleep all day. This shit is real, and it hits at different ages in different ways. As we get older in life, who we were in our 20s is not who we are in our 30s. Who you're going to be in your 40s or 50s. How do you continue to age, make new friends, find reasons to wake up, find reasons to stay in love with your wife? I know a lot of people who think that they could just get a new chick, right? We could just, but you bump into the same shit.
Well, let's let her say what she has to say. This is our next video.
This is who you marry, huh? You got to know your partner. So you married vodka, right? You knew what vodka did when you married it. You know what I'm saying? You knew this, the purpose of vodka. You know why you were attracted to vodka. You married vodka. Now, when vodka start acting, vodka king, you like thinking the vodka's supposed to be this orange juice, sweetie. You didn't marry this. You didn't marry orange juice.
Help the people.
Help the people. Listen, you have to know your partner.
Come on.
You didn't marry orange juice, my love. So the properties that this has, this don't have it. So when you're like, hey, how come you don't have emotional intelligence? You didn't marry emotional intelligence.
Come on now.
Huh? Okay. So now you mad. What? How come you still have childhood trauma? You knew I had that before, right? You're expecting this to be this. It's never going to be this. Can this be purified? Absolutely. Can this change its property if you add some love into it? If you add some peace into it? If you give it some grace? If you add the Holy Spirit, right? It can, right, be perfect for you. But stop expecting what you have to be what you don't.
Period.
And scene.
And that is a word from Jael the Great. Follow her on all social.
Yeah.
I wish I could
Now
drop
that
a motherfucking bomb right now.
bomb, nuclear joint.
Because
Hiroshima in
everything
this
she
bitch.
just said is 110% correct. Like
1,000.
You know, yeah, women expect us to be what you want us to be and not expect us to be who we are. You want to change us without having that moment to talk and get to know. And this is why I tell the guys all the time, don't just jump in. I know it's beautiful, it sounds great, but when you want a relationship, you don't just jump in. You take your time, get to know her. Like, it took me, I want to say, a good 6 months just to talk, just talking. Me and my wife just talking to get to know each other before we ever said anything else. Like, the whole, we went back in the days, the whole sitting on the phone talking and falling asleep. We went through those experiences because we wanted to get to know who he was. She wanted to know. I was vodka. I definitely was vodka. Am I vodka now? No, I ain't vodka now. I ain't mixed with orange juice, though. Maybe some ginger ale. But I'm still, you know what I mean? I was vodka. You did?
You Gatorade.
But yeah, you can't change people, can't get in a relationship and just want to change somebody. It does not work. And this goes back to, once again, like she said, your mental health. Y'all are destroying our mental health when y'all try to change us. That puts that stress on us mentally that we're trying to figure out, what can we do to please her? What can we do to make it better? What can I do to go this? That's mental health, mental stress.
And half the time, in my opinion, it has nothing to do with us, right? I just find that misery loves company. And when you are with a woman who's not happy for whatever reason, she looks at you like you're the fault. And sometimes it could be they're not in a place of work or in a place of their career, or they're not happy, or they feel like, I don't know about your wife, but my wife always thinks like, oh, I could be a better mom. I'm like, yo, you're a great mom. Like, what do you like? Because they want everything to be perfect, but there is no perfection in anything, right? Nothing. You wake up and you roll with the punches because like I told you, you never know what can happen. Somebody could pass away. Somebody could be sick. Oh, you got to go take care of mom. I got to go take care of my mom. Oh, the kids got to go to the hospital. Or they're sick. Or I'm sick. Or you're sick. Or, you got so many different seasons when you're married that you just got to keep that nucleus of, I love my vodka. I married him because he's vodka. I didn't get married for luck. I didn't get married for lust. We had a similar... We wanted similar things in our family. We wanted to build a family. Sometimes when shit hits the fan, you could get separated from those beliefs, from those goals and things you want to achieve. And whatever have you. And then another thing with this internet day, which also leads to depression, when you're seeing people going on vacation and they're in Europe and you're looking like, I should be in Europe. Oh, I should be. Or somebody's kids is winning awards and you're like, oh, my kids ain't winning shit. You know what I mean? Like you just could see, and it fools you because then you don't realize, you know what? I still have my motherfucking family. You know what I'm saying? I got a husband who's not ripping me off, who's not running around, hosing different women or whatever. Like, yo, if you got a good dude at home trying his best or whatever, or he's fighting something and you have to wait for him to win that fight. Like I said, I was sick. I had mental illness. I was for I want to say about a good 7 years. I was going through it. And then the sad part was my wife didn't believe me because you can't. You just in your moods, or you just this, or you just that. And then when I got the diagnosis from the doctor, she was like, "Oh shit, you were telling the truth the whole time." I was like, "Yeah, man." Yeah. You know what I mean? Shit is, and I don't fault her because you put the shoe on the other foot. You could sit here and think, yo, she tripping, she bugging, she just making this shit up because she don't want to do the dishes. Oh, she don't want to change the diapers. Like it works on both sides. So I don't want to sit here and bash women too because it's hard to see these illnesses because you just.
I'm bashing. I love the way you're trying to shoot the opposite sets and bail.
I gotta respect
he's talking like his wife is probably sitting right next to him.
I'm winking.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, let's get to this last video so we can get into the.
Nah. We gotta pay some bills, buddy.
You want to pay bills? All right, let's pay bills.
Yeah. Let's pay some bills. Yeah.
Thoughts of a man.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Yep. Welcome back. Thoughts of a Man podcast. My man Shaka and Don. Call us up, hit us up. Please like and subscribe. What's the phone number, Don, man? Put it up real quick. 929-282-0266. Holla at us if you got any experience dealing with mental health. Or you got some crazy women. One of those.
Yeah. Remember, you can hit us up on IG at Thoughts of a Man Podcast 06 or at Dawn_the_evening_rush. So, we talking mental health. Today's topic, which is, recognizing issues with mental health, men's mental health, excuse me. But we're going to get into this last video that explains a lot of how we've been thinking.
Men get married and become a father and go, oh, shoot, I didn't know it was going to take all of this. Game time. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to see if I can do this and do that and love her more and balance all this. Women, we meet you and we're like, our idea and our fairy tale is you are Prince Charming, honey. And then we try to get you to fit Prince Charming. And the more you don't fit it, the more y'all end up in my office going, but he doesn't do this. Well, has he ever did it? No, but I always just thought my husband would. Your husband or this man? So are you getting to know who you with? Or are you making this man fit this fairy tale ideology that doesn't even exist anyways? And so women come and lead with fit this or you have no value. Men come in and go, I'm here and I'm going to learn how to be the best I can for you. And then women do what? You're taking too long. You're not getting there because you haven't fit the box of the fairy tale. They almost always have an amazing husband, but because his amazingness doesn't fit her idea of amazing, guess what? He ain't shit to her. So because he don't fit your tone of red, you gonna tell me this man still ain't red?
And didn't I say that? The color red is the color red? Yeah, she spoke that vodka talk in a different language, though. It's very similar.
Yeah, the problem with that is, I think, from the onset, and this probably has to do with men and people as a whole. And I think me and Don might have spoken about this before. A lot of people, when we talk, at least for the first 3 months, that's when your emotions are, that's when the sparks are flying. This is when the neurons are just going 1,000 miles a minute because you're in a honeymoon phase. And none of us really come, especially men. A lot of us, some of us are straightforward, but a lot of us are not going to say, hey, look, listen, I got 6 baby mothers. I'm 25. I've been to prison. I have no desire to work, but I can probably fuck you for 2 extra hours a day. Right? No, we're not going to do that because we don't want to scare the woman off. So, and women do it too, but for the most part, as men, we put up this front. So the person that they fall in love with is the idealized person. And then once those rose-colored glasses come off, it's like a a trauma bond, because you're looking for that person that you fell in love with all the time. Like, what happened to this guy? What happened to this guy? And once he puts, all pimps that you get into their head before you get in their bed, once they fall in love with that idealized version of you, and then if you're good enough to fuck her and make her come to, she's gone. Not gone as in like she's leaving. I'm talking about gone as in off you. You're her drug now. And that person that I met in the beginning, that's who I need to have, because this is the person that you, in her mind, she probably figured, oh, that you promised to me when you said, I like long walks on the beach, and I'll jump in front of a bullet for you, and all that bullshit that we say when we trying to get into the drawers the first 3 or 4 days in. You know what I'm saying? And women do that shit too. We're not all guilty. They're not. Yeah.
That's the representative. The representative is who you tell them you are.
Yeah, yeah. And not a lot of people.
It goes back to me telling you that's why the truth and telling them the truth and y'all getting to know each other makes sense.
Yeah, but they don't want to hear the truth.
Wait till you move in with a person to go, okay, this is who I'm with now.
No, but the thing is, nobody wants to hear the truth, because if you tell a woman your true intention, even if that's what she wants to, she's gonna be like, I ain't no hoe, don't talk to me like that. Because I think it's most times going in, we don't really look at the woman and be like, oh my God, I wonder what her FICO score is. We look at her and be like,
it depends what you want.
Right. I tell women,
say it depends on what you want, because
I tell women while I'm talking to them, hold on, let me just get this. I'm sorry, Chris. I tell women when I talk to them, I'll be like, yeah, but your body is not all you want unless that's all you have to offer. Like, I'm one of those guys that'll tell you what I want up front. But a lot of guys don't want to lose that opportunity to get a quick smash, so they'll put up a front.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But also, to me, it also depends on the age for both parties, like where you're at in life, because women get to it a lot quicker in their 30s. They're more straightforward than they are in their 20s. And also, we as men mature a little differently, maybe in closer to our 40s. But, where we really want to, where we really want to connect and just be like, okay. But yeah, early on, you're not getting nothing but some condoms and bubble gum. Like, you just want to, you want to do whatever you can to get her home. You're not thinking about no kids and no love and no whatever. You just want to love for one night. So I get what you're saying, but the problem is that two people need to hear each other, need to listen. And that's the thing. Like, sometimes women just could form these relationships in their head. That's why I was telling Don, like, yo, we could just think we fucking, and they're thinking we're making love. Meanwhile, you never said I loved you. You never said you wanted a relationship. And next thing you know, they treat you like you they man, and you sitting there like, yo, we just hanging out. Yeah. And so there's two different levels of communication going on, because there's no real talk, because we don't really want to cut them off and be like, nah, I don't want to be your man. So you just want to steer past that. So you just keep getting the goodies till you get tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of that, all that has to do with honesty. Women need to be able to listen when we actually state our true intentions. And we need to man up and be like, I just want you to pull your panties to the side if that's what you want. You save
and that's
you save trouble. You save don't waste my time, I won't waste yours.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that once again, like Chris said, you know, that's about a maturity thing. Also, you gotta get to that point where you get that.
Do men actually ever reach that level of maturity?
Yeah, definitely. I'm
Yeah.
there. Chris is there.
Yeah,
You know.
I've been there.
Y'all are married men. Before y'all met
Yeah,
the
but-
person, before you met the person that turned into your kryptonite, right? You had to get past a certain barrier, right? How more?
Yeah, you had to put that time in.
I want you to think and because hindsight is 20/20, right? I'm not trying to speculate anything. How much more likely if you got the panties on the first night? How likely would that relationship have continued? Right? It could have. I've known relationships
One of
that's
my
had.
relationships lasted 11 years.
And you,
before
yeah. So,
the first night.
so I'm not. It's not the exception.
It depends.
It's not the rule. It's the exception. It's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah,
it happens, but it's not likely. But it's not likely.
But that's also a relationship that I regret because, like, it was just
right.
War.
It was lust.
War.
Right.
You starting straight off with.
It wasn't even less. It wasn't even less. It was war. So I get what Shaka's saying. Like,
Nah, I'm saying you starting with lust though. Once you fucking from the onset, you starting off with lust. That's all I'm saying. Like what it becomes war, whatever. You're right, but
does your attraction not start with lust? I mean, how often have we met?
But
opposite sex and
but that's the but that's the thing. It's not really that kind of attraction. Is just you can't. Nothing good ever becomes of that, right? Like in my opinion, in my opinion, when you're building something, it takes time. Lust is so fucking instant. You see a chick and she's bad, and you just want that. That's not relationship shit. That's just we got some kids to deliver type shit. Like I just want to drop some kids off and keep it moving.
Well,
but
it goes back to what you're saying about them us having two different conversations and right. So I'm having a brain fart.
Another thing too, you got people out there. If you're a young man and you ain't getting none, and you get a woman that's giving it to you, and then next thing you know, I have somebody I know, they fell in love with it, got kids with it. And I'm sitting there like, how the hell did you marry that? Right? There's nothing there. But she was the freak of the week for him, was doing everything nobody else was doing, and she got one. And you see that with older men, with younger women. Huh?
That was basically he went to school and he wasn't that dude in school. He wasn't that dude in school, and now that once he got to that point where he felt like I'm that dude, and he got that S on his chest, that was the reason why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, I want to stay there, and this is what I want, and this is the best thing I've ever had. So yeah, it goes both ways.
And the cycle continues with these kids now dating. Oh, I gotta have a baddie. Oh, I gotta this. And I'm sitting there like, yo, you gotta have a baddie, but then she's gonna be really baddie for you because the bullshit you're gonna have to go through just because she's pretty or beautiful or got a fake butt, real butt, whatever it is. Yo, we have to you could have standards, right? But what's your intangibles that have nothing to do with what the woman looks like, right? Because when you choose someone to have your kids or take your name, what's some of the things that come to mind, fellas, that no matter what they look like, that's really important for this woman to have, whether you get into argument, fight, or whatever. What's an intangible besides what she looks like and what she has that's important for you in the relationship? And that's what people don't talk about, right? She got to have a big butt. Oh, she got to have this. She got to have a great 401k. She can have all of that. But if she don't have no integrity, she out there cheating on you. And I'm not talking about her past. If she was for the street in the past, fuck that. Her past ends when you begin. So if you moving forward with this person and she's honest enough to tell you that she was for the streets, that's a check mark in my opinion. Because she don't have to tell you that. Then it's a check mark. It's a check mark in my opinion because she don't have to tell you, right? So you meeting in a place where she's showing vulnerability up front. So you can choose. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, don't do it, but I'd rather know up front. I don't need to know a body count or whatever. But if this was the type of person you used to be, just like what you said, if somebody was locked up or somebody was whatever, yo, if you bringing that to the table, not right up front, but once you get into that mode of really making a choice to go further to the next level, because you don't want to do that right away. That shit's scary. Somebody on the first date, yeah, I was locked up. No, I'm out. But if I get to know you, I'm spending time. I'm like, yo, this chick is mad cool.
Right there, bro. Right there. What you just said. So you come out the gate. Listen, this is what I come with. You laying it on the table. Whether you gave them that option right there. This is what I come with. Now, if you want to continue this dinner and move forward and us still learn each other, let's do so. If not, I understand. I appreciate your time. What's wrong with that?
Nobody's.
Because you already laid it down on the table.
Nobody's going for that shit. If a woman told me, "Look, I sucked 3 dicks this morning. You want to continue dinner?"
Yeah, check please.
Check please. Well, me, my dirty ass. I'd be like, "Wait, you sucking? Am I gonna be number 4? And if I'm not gonna be number 4 tonight, then check."
Yeah, I go check to see if the bathrooms are clear. But yeah.
If I'm not gonna be number 4, then if I'm gonna be number 4, then it's over, nigga. Like that's why I don't even take them on the first date. We go on to Starbucks on the first date, so I'm not wasting my money.
But to me, you have to earn that information. I'm not just giving, like, it's not about being conniving, or it's just like I'm not gonna just.
Then you're stealing her choice.
No, I'm not. I don't
it's
know.
a waste of time because I don't want to like you.
No,
you for the
exactly. One day is not enough for me to give you my life story, right? I have to. There's going to be conversations. There's going to be a few dates for me to decide, and that's the problem. On the first date, it's lust. It's just I don't know. Like you just have to go through a certain level of conversations, a certain amount of conversations and dates to feel comfortable exposing who you are. You're not gonna just. It's easier for people to take the clothes off and fuck than to really speak your truth. And I think if you give the truth too soon,
because I don't have time to waste. We're all getting older. That
is a fact.
We all getting older. We all going through our own bullshit. Life is what life is. I don't have time.
No time. I'm a black man in America.
If you give me choices, I give you choices. Let's build from that. Versus
but
I think that's one of the biggest things with dating. And I think we all
because
I had this conversation with you before. The biggest thing with dating is you gotta do date 1, date 2, date 3. And it's like a game. I'm not playing these games. I don't have time to sit here and play. Let's get to know each other step by step, day by day.
But that's
to build what we want in the future.
But that's where you are. Like, let's just say you've been in a long-term relationship and you broke up and you fresh out. You're not gonna be saying what you're saying now right off the jump. You know what I'm saying? You get your taste of freedom, so
I don't think
you are. You chilling. You ain't trying to be.
I don't think,
and it works both ways.
I don't think any man. Well, since we're talking about men, I don't think any man says that shit. Whether you just getting out of a relationship, if you've been single for 10 years, we go in with lust. We go in with lust. To me, in my mind, it's your job to prove me that you're more than just a lust. Right?
But I mean, if you're going for that,
because we visual,
settle down. Yeah. If you're going in settle down mode means
you're gonna be disappointed.
Check this out. This is where I'm at. If I'm going in lust, of course, I don't, like you said, I just came home from doing a 10-year bid. The first thing I'm thinking about is not settling down. I'm thinking about, let me knock how many of you and your cousins I can knock down. So it's a little different. It's definitely a lot different. Pardon me. It's not even a little different. It's a lot different than me saying, listen, I want a long-term relationship. I think instead of wasting time And maybe I could find somebody that do want to sit down and go, well, damn, he told me what it was on the table. He got 9 kids. He went through a marriage. He went through this, blah, blah, blah. And now what do I want to do? On the first date. Let's get that out on the first date. So then if she could sit here and go, you know what? I want to learn more, or you know what? I appreciate you telling me the truth. Let's get to know each other a lot better. It's the one thing she'll never be able to say is, you lied to me.
You can get that off. A woman can't get that off. A woman tells you that she got 9 kids, you running for the hills, bro.
Well, at this point in my life, yeah, I'm gonna tell her off the rip. Listen, your 9 and my 9, that's a little too many.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, because you coming with all that, brother.
I'll be the one at the dinner talking about, thank you. It's good to meet you. I gotta go. This ain't for me.
Yeah,
we both got too many goddamn kids. I'm sorry. I ain't with the Brady bunch.
Yeah, we can't get that off. No. They can't get that off. I know a lot of women that's had a baby, a child's father that's already had multiple children.
Like me personally, I can go with, okay, you got 1 kid. I'm good with that. 1 kid I could do. 2 kids maybe. Mm-hmm. Anything more than that, I'm good. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna work. Right. We both got I got too many kids. Like, and then on top of that, I need somebody that can they baby fathers in the picture. I'm not raising your kid. I got too many. I raised my own kids. You raised they baby father raised their kids. That's it. Will I play with your kid? Will I spend time with your kid? Yeah. But I'm not raising your kid.
You do know that comes with the package if you're gonna be with them, right?
Raising their kid? No. Me being a part of that kid's life, yes. Raising? No. I don't have to sign up for raising someone's child. Right. I gotta sign up for being a positive role model in that child's life. Yeah.
Because you just gave me the vibe, like, kick that nigga's fort over. You fuck your fort like Snoopy baby boy and shit. Morning scrub.
I would not be like that at all. But that's like, there's no way am I going into, God forbid I ever break up with my wife, that I'm going into a relationship.
Yeah, that's because you got
I'm going to be the baby father, your new baby father. No, it's not gonna happen.
But you should you should not go in. They have to earn that. But I'm saying, like, you don't go in there steadfast. Oh yeah, I want to raise your children. She gonna look at you like a simp. Like, I got his money.
Yeah. So I'm good.
Yeah, right. Those evening rush checks out to me. Yeah.
Like, no, we're good. We're definitely good. Not gonna happen. What we can do, like I said, I'll play ball with your kid, chill with your kid, but that's about it. I got my own kids. Not being nobody else's daddy. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, that shit happened to me, bro. Like, I tried to like ignore a broad's kids, but broad couldn't find a babysitter, so I like had to try to tag him along, but I just wouldn't communicate with them. So when they got in the car, he was like, "Hi," and I just hand on the steering wheel, just not acknowledge these niggas at all.
Yo,
you're like, you're not gonna say hello to my children? We talked about this.
I have never dated a woman with kids. Ever.
Consider yourself lucky because you just found a Betamax.
Yeah,
that's
still
why I
make
say
them?
a lot of things. Like, I'd be proud of Chris because Chris has been in the same relationship. He has 2 kids with the same woman. Shit is beautiful.
17 years. Yeah,
that right there is beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
How many more years before the water let you out?
Nah, I'm good. I don't miss the single life. I don't miss the headaches, man.
And that's what it is. It's truly a headache. The waking up, the trying to start fresh, you getting to know somebody, dealing with attitude. That shit is fucking for the birds. Who want to do that shit?
Yeah,
And then you
you're right.
gotta
It
read
is for sure.
minds and yeah, then like you think it's
Because
all
remember, you're
good, and then
vodka.
yeah,
I'm vodka.
yep.
I'm telling you off the rip, I'm vodka. You will not pollute me with your orange juice. If it ain't ginger ale, I don't know what to say to you.
You get a
But
woman with rose-colored glasses. You see how long that shit lasts.
Shaka, how
Yeah,
you
I
want to get
just
up out of here today? Oh, go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
nah, go ahead, Shaka. Yeah, lead us off, man. Yeah.
Uh, I don't. I think I said it before. Ladies, uh, we we should stop the disconnect between what's going on between us. There's enough. There's a war that we go through as black people. Your struggle is not worse than mine. Mine is not worse than yours. We need you. Y'all need us. So let's just stop this bullshit and come together in love. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's how I'm going out.
Listen, there's many mental health disorders, but when it comes to depression, women have thoughts of suicide. Unfortunately, men actually commit suicide. Like it's a real thing. Like we actually do it. We don't just think about it. We don't just talk about it. We really do it. It's sad. Some of the signs is we get into work, we overwork, and or we heavy into sports, and we just disappear. We have mental like digestive problems and headaches, misuse of alcohol and drugs. These are just some of the signs. Also, controlling, violent. We get violent, and we start becoming abusive. We're irritable, and especially somebody that doesn't get angry, just gets angry, has a short fuse all the time. Also, reckless behavior, drinking and driving. Just if you notice your dude's mood changing, all this stuff is signs of some kind of mental illness happening. And I just say this to people: when you're married and you love somebody, it's real easy to check out on them. It's real easy to give up. Just like the woman said earlier, oh, I'm single but married. No, you're married. Do you want your marriage to work or not? Do you want to keep your family, or do you think somebody new is gonna come in and take your family? It normally doesn't work that way. It's very challenging to start all over and think somebody's gonna come and sweep you off your feet with your kids from another dude. Is really and it works both ways. So listen, let's love each other. Let's stay positive. And if you see the signs, hey, a lot of us don't seek counseling, but sometimes we really do need to open up. And unfortunately, we feel like we get judged when we open up, so it's challenging. So anyway, I just want you guys out there to stay safe and focus on your mental health. And that's my thoughts of it, man.
Wow. How do you go after that? But I do want to piggyback off of one of the things that you did say, which is, yes, men, if you look at it, the where men kill women and then kill themselves after is very hard because of depression and what we go through because we don't want to see anybody else with our families. Those are true factors. And, not only that, mental health, period, is a big struggle in the black community more, I noticed lately. Not taking it away from anybody else's race, but, men right now in the black community are going through it every day where we don't, because I guess like you said, we don't have we don't know how to express ourselves to the point of we need help.
Yeah.
What me and my brothers started doing more or less before was doing a mental health check day where we would hit each other up, bro, you good, what's going on, you want to talk, just try to get out there and try to pull information or get information before something crazy would happen or thoughts would happen. So like Chris said, take the time to get to that point of communication and going to get help. There's nothing wrong with stopping what you're doing and go get help. Go to a counselor, sit down, talk for an hour. I want to be definitely clear that me going to counseling helped me through a lot of situations.
I take
And
counseling
it
too.
helped me
That shit.
change.
Yeah.
It actually changed my thought pattern, the way I think now. Helped me with a lot of anger issues. So, I just say it can help. There's nothing wrong with going to have a conversation with a counselor.
I would
So,
recommend counseling to anybody who would listen.
yes.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
Definitely, appreciate everybody tuning in, checking in, listening to us for a whole hour of an amazing conversation. I know we went different ways of mental health, and I just hope everybody learned something from this. I'm gonna be gone for a couple of weeks. One to have mental health break, and take time to heal from my situation with the shoulder. And I want everybody to keep tuning in, keep enjoying the great shows on the network, and know that we're here. We're definitely here. And if anybody needs to talk, y'all know the number. Call in one day and tell us how you feel. The number once again, 929-282-0266. Write it down. One of us pick up and, have a conversation. They might be able to help you through what you're going through. So on that note, I definitely want to say this was Thoughts of a Man. Thank you to Chris. Thank you once again to Shaka. And I'll see you when I get back. You already know what it is, man.
Godspeed,
Peace.
big bro.